fast?
Yeah, a little bit. Try to kind of slow it down a little bit. I'll watch you really keep going.
There we go. Oh my God.
Alright, do one more.
Beautiful.
Backswing. The backswing is the key to the shot, says
Yeah,
Alex.
so the whole thing is the club face position at impact. And both of those you had it closed. So what that's going to do is it's going to cause it to start out left and then hook left even more when you release the club head. And so that's also part of your club path. So you're swinging over the top as opposed to swinging back down the line. So you need to feel like when you're coming down, act like you're leading, feel like you're pulling down on the string with your left hand, and get the head in front of the club, which will correct your club head path, and then also fix the club face position. There you go.
Oh, baby.
That was good. And the front face is more square when you hit that one, as opposed to being closed when you were coming over the top.
Wide in the left hand.
Yeah.
Just opens it up a good bit.
The same thing. Feel like you're pulling down with your left hand, like you're pulling on a string. There you go. Okay, so just a couple things that I'll go over. Do some pre-swing stuff. The first thing is for this types of shot, what you want to do is you want to have kind of an open stance, and then you're going to open up the club face too to counter that. So if we're going to this flag right here, you're going to be pointing, you're going to be aiming that way with your body, but then the club's going to be pointed that way, almost. So, and with this line right here, on those two shots, you kind of went a little bit past the hole. So that just means you need to take a little bit more sand. So we could almost move the ball up right here, and this still leave the line right there, but that's where you want to enter because the more sand you take, the less the ball will travel. So we'll go ahead and set up to it. All right, so turn a little bit more to your left. There you go. And now open the club face like that. Scoot back just a little bit. A little bit more. There you go. And then just swing all the way through and don't decelerate when you come down. There you go. So you can still kind of see the line up a little bit. You got a little bit ahead of it. So you just want to make sure that you get right at the line to get as much sand as possible so that you can limit how far the ball gets. But that was good right there. There you go. So those are the main things that will help you kind of, and once you kind of practice and stuff, you'll know how much sand to take and stuff for the longer shots and the shorter shots. But those shots look good right there. Now you good?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to kind of explain the cause and effect with the draw and face shots, and what the consequences are. So the first thing is like with the stance and stuff. For a fade, you want it to be. You're still going to put the ball in the same position as you normally would. You're just going to open up your stance a little bit and aim the other way. not going to open it or you're not going to shut it or anything. It's still going to be square. And basically when you're swinging down this line, the club face is going to essentially kind of open itself a little bit. And when you make contact with the ball, you're going to be swiping across the ball like that a little bit, which will get that side spin on it this way, which will get the ball to go that way. So that's the fade aspect. And then with the draw, it's the exact same thing, just opposite of the fade. Your stance is still going to be in the same spot. Club face is still going to be square. You're not going to close it this way. You're not going to open it. And when you're swinging down your path, it's going to come across the ball square. And then when you, with your feet kind of closed like this, swinging down this path, the only way your club can go is this way. So when you make contact with it, it's essentially kind of closing it a little bit and swiping it across from right to left, generating this kind of spin to where it spins that way. So that's basically the explanation and the cause and effect of the draw and fade shot. So we'll go back and practice that, and I'll help you out along the way. All right, so you can cut that. Okay, so first thing we're going to go over is bunker shots. And the one key thing with the bunker is that you're not actually hitting the ball. The sand is propelling the ball out. So in this demonstration, I'm going to kind of show you what it would be like. So I'll go ahead and hit this one out. So you saw how all the sand, I hit the sand first and the sand propelled the ball out. So basically how that is done is, the way I like to do it is draw a line back behind the ball right here, and then that's going to be a spot that you enter the sand when you come down. So I'm going to show you this one right here. So when I come down and hit the ball, I should hit the sand right here, and that line should be gone. So we'll try it again. See how the line's gone? That's where my club dug into the sand. So that's just how you get out of a normal